So the first I ever heard about it was when I obviously first signed for the club, spoke to yourself and Hannah about it, and straight away it was one of those things where I said to Hannah, if I can get involved, I'd love to get involved. Obviously I know Kane did it before, obviously now no longer at the club, but I just thought it was one of those things where it gives people an opportunity who can't come to games and can't make it for whatever reason. There's so many reasons out there that the club help with. So it was just something I wanted to get on board with. Really, the club have done it for a good few years now. Done it for over, I think it was 20,000 tickets, she said. So it's a massive thing, and it's something that branches out and helps people in the community, young people, older people, whatever it is. It's a chance for everyone to come and watch. Obviously, the game we all love and the game we all want to watch week in, week out. So I think it's a massive thing. It's a big positive that not many other clubs do. So it's definitely an amazing thing to kind of be behind. I'm happy to be involved in it.
I've been with Merseyside for about 18 months now. I joined as part of the women's team, so primarily I work with the women of the Birkenhead Wirral area, but I also link over into the youth side as well. I joined originally Merseyside as a service user, and I did their trauma, bereavement and loss course after I'd suffered a loss of my own, but it actually taught me a lot of different ways that trauma can impact our lives. So from that I became one of the staff members, and we support individuals from the age of 9 upwards, and I think our oldest is around 85 at the moment. Yes, so it's quite a broad range of individuals. So I work and I facilitate groups leading on self-confidence, self-esteem, personal development, therapeutic arts and crafts, lots of different things, and also one-to-one support with our individuals, our service users.
I've been with Web for about a year and a half now, but before that I joined in 2015, just when we started up the boys and the men's services, and I was a service user as well. I done the Pathways to Empowerment course, which is a confidence building, self-esteem building course, which goes on for about 8 weeks, and I was just hooked on, like, I didn't really know anything about mental health, didn't know anything about self-esteem or confidence, and it really boosted mine, and then I got the opportunity to work with our first ever boys group, which is still running to this day. I know a lot of those boys don't come from I'd say footballing family background, if for lack of a better phrase. A lot of our parents and a lot of our families do struggle financially. That's sort of one thing that we aim to help with. And a lot of the boys, as I said, didn't have the confidence to really get into football. A lot of the boys who come to the game actually have never seen a game on telly, like never mind live, they've never been to a live event. So I think for them, unless we'd offered them that ticket, I don't think that that's an experience they would have had.
So for some of our boys, for not just our boys but our families that we work with, financial difficulties is a huge impact at the moment. So being able to meet the basic demands of, food, electricity, fuel and that's hard enough, and then to think of doing things like paying to come to a football game or even just to get out for the day as a family and spend that quality time, it's just not even on the cards right now. So being able to have an option where, we as an organisation can come to you in the Mates Ticket Scheme and say, look, could you support us, and to support them, it gives them those valuable experiences that they can remember as they grow up, because nobody wants their children to remember the hard times. That's not their job, is it, when they're children? So to be able to provide the tickets free through Mates Scheme will help us to help them have those family experiences, but also to build that confidence as a family. As parents, it's really hard right now because it's hard not to feel guilt when you can't give those things to your children. So to be able to do that with the help of an organisation like Mates Tickets, it builds their confidence as a parent to still be able to do that. So not only are we helping the youth and giving them experiences and opportunity, but Nate's programme is helping parents to be able to provide for their children and make those lasting memories. So it's a huge thing right now, especially with the way the crisis is. A particular young lad had not been with us that long and hadn't really communicated much with the peers within the group. He would talk to us, but it was very much like when we spoke to him, wasn't it? He was a very quiet and shy individual. And when we came to the game, it was just unreal because we were sat at opposite ends of the group and we were looking at each other because he was just chatting away with the people next to him. They were talking about the game, and it was just so wonderful to see that he'd come out of his shell. And it was even nicer when it went back to group and that level of confidence he built to have those communications continued. So it really gave him an opportunity in an environment that, you know, he'd not been in before, but to really communicate and then build that confidence and take it back into group. And it's just having those experiences that some ways push you out of your comfort zone, but find that common connection with someone, and it's just that little spark that goes off and it builds that confidence to then communicate and get more from life. It's also really nice as well because we were able to bring a couple of volunteers with us. Now we have amazing volunteers like lots of organisations, and it's nice for us as well to be able to offer those experiences to them because they give us their time, their love and things like that. So it's really nice that we were able to do that for them as well, and we had an amazing experience as well because we got to experience it with the youth and see how it impacted them, which then impacted us massively as well, didn't it? Yeah. So yeah, we're really grateful for the NATES programme.
Make It Happen was founded in 2019. We are a community shop in Birkenhead, so we provide pay-as-you-feel clothing and a social supermarket. The pay-as-you-feel clothing is not just about people paying for clothes in regards to finances. People might not be able to afford that, so they might pay via exchanges of clothing and or give their time up, so it's about talent and treasure.
So my role as wellbeing champion at Make It Happen is to support people through a journey and to make some small goals, and it could be something as simple as making a meal for themselves, engaging with people, and taking them on a journey and empowering them with different tools that we have.
We've had a number of young people and community members and older people over the last 4 years, I think it is, that have engaged in having tickets and going to football matches, some of which it's been an opportunity for them and their families to go because they've had no, disposable cash to go to take the families to matches. A recent one would be a gentleman and his friend who had no disposable income. One has a brain injury, well actually he's dying of a brain tumour, and him and his son had nowhere to go, and neither did his friend, and both children had autism, and the team at Tranmere were able to provide a space by the door so that they could go out and come in by the main gate if the kids were not, feeling comfortable. It was their first match and both of the kids were able to experience that, as were the parents able to have some time with the sons for contact. Another gentleman who's been using the tickets throughout their journey has been also battling with some health conditions. He's an elderly gentleman. He has been able to go and engage with community members who he hasn't done in the past. He's been isolated because he lives in residential care. So giving him that opportunity through these tickets has been, rewarding in every sense and shape of the word.
It benefits our community lots because of people who don't have disposable income, like Amy's just said, are doing things that they want to do, but if you're purely living to your means, which a lot of people are, it's social interaction, it's support with mental health and well-being as well.
One of the gentlemen who has access tickets, who wants to be here today, the thing for him is this has been the catalyst to him in his recovery and becoming abstinent, and the times it's been like the carrot to that journey for him. Unfortunately, with his chaotic lifestyle, those are the moments when he has been able to commit to something, because it obviously is rewarding to be at a match and experience something that not many people in the world can say they've been to. So yeah, to be a catalyst within someone's journey of being abstinent is unfounded really. Yeah. For him, it's his journey that he's owned.
Yeah. We also have a couple who come to our community group, and for them, because they both suffer with addiction, then for them it's about her having time away from him, because they both are hand in hand together. And it's something that when you are living to your means, it's that you don't have them things that you can go off and do your own thing as a couple.
also used the opportunity to give, you know, when we're giving the tickets out, to use it as an educational tool too. So, you know, the whole coaching model of journey, player, coach. That's a technique in looking at people's lifestyles and about not necessarily being dependent on people, but who are you in your journey, about looking forward to making better decisions in your life. As an organisation, we're all about people's strengths and what's strong in the community, not what's wrong. And that's been absolutely a tool to make that happen.
I think having access, like Amy's already said, to activities for people, going to a football match or different things, is a massive, massive impact on our community and our service users. And I think it's really good to be able to work in collaboration and do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And alongside that, I think the work that both Tranmere Rovers do for the whole of the world, and organisations like ourselves providing that holistic look at people's lives, you know, there's that bit around eating well, you know, clothing well, but also having that social impact, and between us we meet those needs of the community, and we need to continue that moving forward.